Hello, Collective. This is Tan from Artemis Oracle. I'm your reader, and today I'm going to do a fortune message. So basically, it's like a fortune telling, foretelling what you may expect for May 2026. This is going to be for all signs, starting from Aries to Pisces. Just to get started, I'm not going to answer any questions. So if you put a question in the chat, I will delete it. Just giving you forewarning. And I have subscriber mode on too, just to avoid, prevent any tomfoolery. So I hope everybody's having a great day. Tomorrow is May 1st. Tomorrow is the new moon, the full moon in Scorpio. Yesterday I did a collective full moon in Scorpio reading. So I hope you saw it already, or you may consider checking it out. It's all about releasing, setting the intention to make certain changes, release certain things, certain people, certain habits that no longer serve you, make necessary changes or release certain things that will allow you to transform your life. Because Scorpio is a transformative sign. Okay, I just want to put some music on just to have a nice ambiance. So the music I like to listen to is from Malton Martin. He does the handpan music and it's very calming, it's very soothing, relaxing. Okay, so we're going to start off with Aries and then we're going to end with Pisces. So I want to know, what is Aries fortune message for May? 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 Chariot, charge ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. So there's something that you're going to have to continue moving forward with, something that you need to be confident, that's going to require confidence on your part. It's going to require you to be focused, dedicated, and just keep your eye on the prize. Let me see what else. Sun, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So there may be something that you're working towards where you already have started to see growth in, or it's something that you're hoping to see growth in for. But it's basically saying that you need to keep moving forward. Don't give up. Keep your eye on the prize. So let's clarify that. Why is the Chariot here for? It's like something you're going to be successful with something. There's something that you're going to be successful with. You're going to accomplish. It's something you're going to conquer. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's going to bring you happiness. It's going to bring growth. Definitely change. It may be something that's going to bring you recognition with the Sun energy, Aries. So let me see what this Chariot and Sun are. So what is the fortune message for Aries? Why is the Chariot and Sun card here for Aries for the month of May 2026? What is the fortune message for Aries? What is the fortune message for Aries? What do they need to look out for May? Okay, this definitely has to do with some sort of financial and something financial. King of Pentacles. This is about you possibly making more money, leveling up financially, becoming a boss, promotion, raise, stability, security. If some of you have jobs where you have to do probation, some of you may be successful and have end up with a really good valuation or evaluation that's going to allow you to move. It could even be some sort of promotion, you know. It's like whatever you're doing, just keep doing it because you're going towards success. That's what the Chariot always leads to. But then we have, yeah, the Ace of Cups came out. Yeah, there's going to be something offered to you. It's going to be a new beginning. It possibly is going to be, it could be with love too. But Six of Pentacles, something from the past. Nostalgia, memories. Yeah, you're closing out some sort of cycle, painful cycle. That could be what you're moving away from. That's where you're successfully moving away from. You're moving towards stability, security, safety, financial abundance. You possibly could be moving into a new beginning with a venture that you are deeply passionate or care about, something that you really love. And whenever I think about things that you love, I think it could be things that you may have done as a child when the Six of Cups comes out. It could be something that you used to do. You could be revisiting an old hobby or revisiting an old job, returning to an old company. If it's a promotion, it could be something that you've been doing for a long time, that you have a lot of memories with. It's like, I don't know if some of you are heading into a role of leadership with the King of Pentacles coming out. So you could be closing out some challenging cycle that you experience. Something that may have been mentally draining. It could have been exhausting, but you have reached the end of it. You were successful, and now you're moving into a new phase. And you're going to be feeling emotionally fulfilled. You're going to feel happy. And maybe a renewal too. A renewal. Some of you may be getting a renewal with a contract if you're like a consultant. It could be something like that. Let me see. We saw the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. The Three of Swords came out. So there may have been a lot of, you may have, that's what, like I said, some of you may be moving away from something that has been challenging, maybe even disappointing. If some of you are leaving a job that you may have been at for a long time, where you probably grew there, like it was probably like your first job, or the job that you were at for a long time, when you learned a lot, you grew a lot, you evolved. Because I see the Emperor here too. It could be that you had to leave some job because of whatever. Maybe they weren't seeing your value. Maybe they weren't appreciating your work. So there's some new offer coming in where you're going to be feeling valued, appreciated, and it's going to bring you a lot of, you may be moving into a role of leadership. It could be something that it may be because you were offered something and it never really came to fruition in the old job that you were in. So now you're heading into something new, starting off a new cycle, but you're going into a role of leadership where you're going to be making more money. You're going to be having a lot more authority, power, maybe making certain rules, certain changes. I think this could be something that you don't expect in May. And then when it comes out, and this is your card, Aries, the Emperor, that's you. The Sun, something's being illuminated. A new opportunity is being illuminated. Yeah. Hold on a moment. Okay, I had to see what was going on out there. So it's like, yes, some new opportunity is going to be coming towards you where you're going to be having to move away from something. This opportunity may be coming out unexpectedly. You may feel like it's a gift from God because the Emperor is also considered like the God card. So something unexpected, something that's going to be, yeah, look at that. Underneath the Moon card, because the Moon card moved over, we have the Chariot. The Chariot came out. Yeah, you're gonna be moving away from something that has been disappointing, has been stressful, and you're gonna be moving into something that's gonna bring you more stability, more financial security, and you're gonna be feeling fulfilled. the sad thing is like you've probably invested a lot of time and energy with something, but you know, there was disappointment and sadness with it, but you're moving on to bigger and greater things for yourself, you know. And it says open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So you are also going to be moving into something where you're going to see a lot more growth. For some reason, this isn't love. I'm not getting love with this. I feel like this is more with career, finances, but it's going to make you happy. It's going to make you very happy. You're going to be overflowing with emotion, joy, especially if you've experienced a lot of disappointment in career, finances, and with work. But success is what you're heading towards. Yeah, that's amazing. I love that for you. Yeah. I don't know if there was a lot of people lying to you, if you had a boss lying and saying, oh, you're going to get this, I'm going to do that for you. And they never fell through with that. Because the emperor is also seen as a boss. So it could have been somebody with authority that may have been deceptive towards you, you know, telling you, oh, we're going to do this in the future. But it didn't come through. So there's some opportunity that's unexpectedly going to come to you that's going to have you moving forward, moving towards success, moving towards growth, moving towards emotional fulfillment, you know, the start of something new that is emotionally fulfilling. That's just going to make you feel, it's going to have you feeling really happy. You know, the sun is the happiest card in the deck, and that same meaning applies even in this Fortune Oracle deck. So I hope that message helps you, Aries. I hope it resonates with you in the best way possible. Okay, so oh my gosh, these cards are so slippery. I have to be careful with how I shuffle them. So now I'm going to be heading into Taurus. So we're going to do Taurus's reading right now. What fortune message do we have for Taurus for May 2026? What is the fortune message for Taurus for May 2026? If you're new here, my name is Tanya. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an Oracle and Tarot card reader, and I just finished reading for Aries. So if your sign is Aries or you have Aries, and you feel free to scroll back to the beginning of the live so you can hear that message. So what does Taurus need to know? Taurus. What does Taurus need to know? Okay, so the card that we have for Taurus, Angel. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. So it's just seeming like you're going to have a lot of protection. There's something that you're doing and it's very important. Whatever you're doing in May is very important, and it's going to require you to have faith and to continue to move forward. Know that you're being supported and guided. And it's funny, the Lover's card came out. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. But the thing is, with the Angel card, it's like whatever path you choose, you're going to be protected. But choose the one that aligns with you. It could have to do with a lover. It could be with two options or opportunities. But there's a choice that you need to make. But whichever one you choose, make sure it's the one that's right for you, for your situation, that aligns with your vision, your purpose. It's like saying be authentic to yourself, be true to yourself. So don't allow anything or anyone to influence you from making a decision, especially if it goes against what you believe or what you want. Okay, so you're being protected, Taurus. So tell us more about this. Why is the Angel and the Lover's card here for Taurus's May fortune message? Why is the Angel card and Lover's card here for Taurus's May fortune message? Let's be careful how I shuffle these cards. Why is the Angel card here? Number 2 and 18 may be relevant to you. Okay, 8 of Swords. So May 2nd, May 18th may be significant dates for you. May 2nd is on Saturday, and I'm not sure when May 18th is. I'm not sure. It could be the following Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure. That's around the time we have the new moon in Taurus. Okay, that's for you, Taurus. What's the message from Taurus for May 2026? What's the fortune message from Taurus for May 2026? There's something that you have been trapped in your mind about. Something that you feel like, that's just too many cards. This card, what? Empress. This is your card. Something, the Empress is all about creation, abundance. But that could be what the choice is. You choosing the path that's going to lead you to abundance, to creation. So is there something that you're planning to create in May? Is there something that you're already starting? In May, it's like saying whatever decision you make, you're going to be protected. I'm seeing a lot of conflict. You're mentally conflicted. You're mentally conflicted. There may be a lot of conflict, maybe things that are interfering with you making some sort of choice or decision. There may be a lot of people putting in their input, maybe giving you their opinion, thinking about telling you what you think, what they think you should do. But ultimately, this is your life. This is your destiny. You got to think about what is best for you. Don't allow other people, essentially, it's like what I'm saying, the angels, your angels are protecting you. You have to choose what is right for you, right? You have to choose what is true to you. You're maybe getting a lot of opposing opinions, advice, unsolicited advice. But you're going to have to learn how to detach from that, move away from it, and make a clear-cut decision for yourself with the death card coming in. You know, tomorrow's the full moon in Scorpio. So there's something that you're allowing yourself to be held back, or you're holding yourself back. There's something that you need to end. There's some conflict, there's competition, there's differing viewpoints. You have to consider what is best for you, Taurus. You have to think about what is best for you. You have to make the decision that is best for you, regardless of how it may make other people feel. Regardless if it will lead to arguments. Because ultimately, like I said, it's your life. You can't always care about what other people think. If that's the issue. If you're allowing other people to influence you when it comes to this decision, this path that you need to choose. Maybe you're wanting to do something that's completely different, unconventional than what anybody would agree with. But it's a journey. It's your journey for you to go through. And this is a decision that you have to make. And with the death card, it's like eventually when you make that decision, it's going to cease and desist all conflict, any arguments, opposition that you may face, because you're making that final call for yourself for May. I don't know if it's a love situation, there may be people who may not agree with your relationship, but you ultimately have to choose what is right for you. If this is like, say, oh, okay, this is a side message, Taurus. I don't know if some of you may be finding out you're pregnant and you may be single. This is a side message, and people are probably telling you what they think you should do. Ultimately, it's your life, and if you are expecting a child, because the Empress is a mother energy, you have to decide what you feel is right for you. And I don't know what that means with this. You get to decide what you want to do with that situation for yourself. I would say too, this is something that you might keep to yourself, because there may be people that don't agree with you, or may not agree with the circumstances you may be under, and may try to influence you and to doing something that you may not want to do, or you may not feel like it's right for you to do. You know, So you have to make the decision that is best for you. Don't allow other people's thoughts, opinions interfere with whatever decision you have to make, whatever choice, because it's your choice, regardless if it has to do with pregnancy, if it has to do with a relationship or marriage, whatever. Your happiness is the most important thing, and being true to yourself is the most important thing. So that's the decision you have to make. I don't know if some of you are dealing with a Scorpio energy or you have Scorpio in your chart. But it seems like there's going to be an end of something for there to be a new beginning in something else. I'm not sure how that may resonate with you, Scorpio. Yeah, I hope that message is helpful. Taurus. I would say Scorpio because I saw the death card. It's for Taurus. Some of you may, like I said, Taurus and Scorpio are the opposite signs of each other. So, but some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio, or maybe a fellow Taurus. That death card got to me. Okay, so now I hope that message is helpful in some way, but it's ultimately you have a choice to make, but whatever decision you make, you're going to be protected. You have the support of the angels, your guides. They're going to be guiding you and protecting you through whatever journey or decision you're ultimately going to make. But make sure it's one that is being true to you, not to meet or appease what other people think or believe you should do. It's your life, ultimately. Okay, so now we're going to go into Gemini. Gemini. I'll put the timestamp for Gemini. What's Gemini's message? What is Gemini's message? What is Gemini's fortune message for May 2026? What is Gemini's message for May 2026? You got the Chariot card. Aries got this card too. They received this card. Charge ahead with confidence, stay strong and focused. So the Chariot is about moving towards success, focusing on success, overcoming any obstacles, not letting anything keep you stuck and stagnate. Just keep pushing forward. But then you have the Luck card. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. So if there's something that you already have in your line of vision, it's saying like keep moving forward, because fortune's the brave. Fortune favors the brave. Yeah, right. I'm like, my mouth is like, woo. I need to do a little bit of articulation training over here. About to stick a pen in my mouth and start speaking like, so good, because, okay. So what is this message for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know for May 2026? What is the message for Gemini, May 2026? Okay, when it comes to all signs, I always go in the order. Never, ever will I go outside of order because that's Riri, confusing. So we're going in order of the zodiac. So Gemini. Okay. Wow, you got the Chariot card again. I don't know if some of you are dealing with an Aries energy. So there's something that you may be reviving, something that you may be bringing back to life, something that may have ended, concluded, finished, or it could be something that you're considering closing out with the Judgment card coming out. That's also Scorpio energy right there. With the Four of Pentacles, you've been holding back your resources, holding back your energy. Maybe you're feeling like you're in this place where you feel comfortable, where you feel safe, where you feel secure, but you're not willing to take some sort of risk. But if there's something that you're thinking about doing, the Chariot card is just saying, don't be afraid. Be courageous, be brave, move towards what it is you want. Don't stay stuck, because all you're doing is hindering further success for yourself. You may be at this place where you feel comfortable. You may be in your own comfort zone. You may be okay with where you are, but you're too scared or not willing to take a risk because you're worried that you may end up in lack. But with the fact that the luck card is here, it's like saying no, keep moving forward. You know, success lies in success and abundance lies ahead. But the only way you'll know that is if you move forward. You move forward. We got the Chariot card coming out. It came out twice. So don't block yourself from further success. You know, take a risk. You the fact that you even reached this level of success or financial security within yourself should be a testament to how much more you can do, because you were able to achieve some level of security and stability. I don't know if that's something, and it makes sense because if you were in lack before and you feel comfortable with where you are, you're not willing to sacrifice that. But what they're saying is you're not sacrificing anything. The only thing you're sacrificing by keeping yourself stuck is further abundance, further success, you know? So what it's saying here is, you know, it's time for you to get up and start moving. You know, maybe you've been in this place for a significant amount of time, but you may start to be feeling, you know, you may not be happy, but you feel like, oh, I'm not willing to risk what I've built so far. But the thing is, you've already built it. And if it's built on solid foundation, then it's not something that can crumble, you know? And you also have to have trust and faith in yourself. You know, you were able to reach this level of success, of stability, security for yourself. So it's something that you can continue to build on, but you have to give yourself the opportunity to do that. So trust that if you want more for yourself, but you feel like maybe you're asking for too much, we live in what they say is an infinite universe. You know, there is no limitation. I know it looks like we don't have enough food and all that stuff, you know, that's probably true, but that's because certain people are like hoarding shit, you know, and you may be hoarding because you have that lack mindset. Like you don't want to be at a place where you were before. But the thing is, it's like you have to believe that what more you want for yourself, whatever it is, it doesn't have to be about finances, but you know, even expanding your horizons and doing something different, something that you are passionate about, something that maybe from your past that you may be wanting to revisit and wanting to revive, you know, maybe trying to add that, incorporate that to whatever stability you have. It's saying to move forward. You will know what that is for you, but ultimately it's your decision. It's your life. Gemini, you have authority. You have power. You have power of attorney over your own life, you know, but don't let fear keep you stuck. Don't let fear of lack, the fear of failure, when you've already reached some level of success in your life. Success, there's more success to come, but you have to allow yourself to experience it, to move forward. And you just have to remove that blockage that you have, you know. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope that message helps you. Okay, so now we're going to go into the Cancerians. So we're going to Cancerian. Let me see where your message is, Cancerians. Cancerians. Oh my gosh. So hi, Dana. Hi, Carolyn. I'm just reading the comments. I don't know who will go in random order, you know? I could see that, like, if you're, like I was doing, like if I was doing 11, I'm like, oh, the first sign that comes on, then I'll do that, and then I'll read for the next sign I see. I don't have that many people to be doing random signs. It would be confusing to do it randomly. But I know some people, when they read, they could do it backwards. They could do it from Pisces to Aries. But I'm going like from the beginning, the first sign of the zodiac, all the way to the last, which is Aries through Pisces. So let's see what Cancer's message is. What is Cancer's fortune message? What is Cancer's fortune message? You got two messages, Cancerians. Goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. And new beginnings, directions, adventures wait for those ready to let go of the past. And tomorrow's the full moon in Scorpio. This is like the perfect time to release the past, So goals, progress. So it's like continue moving forward, continue to be optimistic. You will achieve your goals. And if a new beginning is something that you're wanting, that is possible. And with that, the goals may be tied to something new that you're wanting to do. But this is about you taking that key and locking that door to the past. No longer letting the past influence your future, how you move forward, how you move. The only way the past is helpful is if you use it as a frame of reference to show you what not to do moving forward, especially if you have certain goals that you want to achieve. So tell us about Cancer's fortune message. Tell us about Cancer's fortune message for May 2026. Okay, some of you are like tired. Some of you may feel like giving up. Some of you may be looking back in the past and past disappointments, past failures. But this is a matter of you continuing to persevere, Reflect on the past, reconcile with the past, but know that happiness still lies ahead, there's still battles there's still battles for you to win. Okay, you got 3 cards. That's a lot. Okay. Let's see. So you have the 9 of Wands, which is indicating a lot of challenges, a lot of battles, it's basically the wounded warrior, someone who's gone through so much, gone through a lot of losses, a lot of grief, a lot of sadness, a lot of disappointment. And it's what's feeding the subconscious fears, the parts of yourself that may want to give up. But it's like you on the other side of this is you're looking at the negative. So if you're looking at the negative, that's all you're going to get, But if you look at the positive, you'll see that a new opportunity may be coming in for you, something that is new to you, something that you can grow from. But it's ultimately going to lead you to be in a place of a lot of power, authority, leadership, autonomy, sovereignty over your own life, over whatever path you're choosing for yourself, especially if it's a new one, if it's new, different. But it's a matter of you having faith, closing out old cycles, making the decision to release things that no longer serve you, relieving yourself of any of the burdens that you've experienced from the past. Like I said, the past could be your teacher. Emotions are our teacher, and so it's our past. Our past experiences are our teachers. But it's important for you to not wallow in the past, wallow in the pain, because there's something to be optimistic about in May 2026. But the thing is, it's like you have to turn your back on the pain, heal, reconcile, accept any defeats you've had in the past, any disappointments and failures, but turn around, turn the key and lock that part of your journey away. It's part of the past now, and it's time for you to start looking forward, being more optimistic about what is yet for you to experience, yet for you to encounter. So it could be a new opportunity with money. It could have to do with money. It could be some sort of communication. It could be some money coming into you too, because we see coins in the goals card. Or it could be an opportunity that's going to lead to a lot of wealth and abundance for you, where you're going to be living a life of luxury, where you're going to be feeling really good and feeling empowered. If you're not feeling that way anymore, maybe in the past situation you felt disempowered. But the key to all of this is you accepting the defeats, healing from them, and no longer letting them plague you, even if in a subconscious level, even if in a subconscious level that it may be plaguing you, it may be affecting you. You know, you have to allow yourself to go through the emotions, experience your emotions, process your emotions. But like I say about emotions, you're supposed to visit them. You don't live there, you visit them. So you have to process it and then release it. Release it. If you have to howl at the moon, do so. If you have a friend that you can howl at the moon together, then do that too. You know, this is about reconciliation with oneself, with the shadow self and the light self. Accept the darkness, accept the disappointments, the sadness, the failures, the setbacks, but learn from them. Don't let that disempower you. Use that, transmute that, let it empower you as you're heading into something new. A new beginning, directions and adventures away for those ready to let go of the past. You have to release the past. Whatever that is to you, however that resonates with you. It's like you have to do some sort of emotional purge. It could have to do with releasing any toxic traits, thoughts, beliefs, habits, feelings about yourself, insecurities, things that have held you back, that have forced you to stay stuck, or that you use as an excuse to stay stuck. The past is what's keeping you stuck with the Four of Pentacles. You have to release the past. And release any burdens too. I saw a post from a reader and it says your past, something about your past doesn't need you anymore. Your future does. This is exactly what this is. I want to look for that really quickly because it was a reader who put that in her posts. And it's true. Gosh, did she take it down? Please don't tell me she took it down because that was like an awesome post. Let me see if I can find her channel. Where are you? Oh my gosh. I don't find her channel here. What the heck? But it was... I don't know what happened. I hope she didn't delete her channel. Let me see. I hate that when a tarot reader leaves. Okay, she didn't. Oh my gosh, I unsubscribed to her. Oh my gosh, sorry. I just feel I wanted to share this with you. Your past doesn't need you anymore. Your future does. This is what your past doesn't need you anymore. Your future does. That's your message, Cancer. Your past doesn't need you anymore. Your future does. This is what the reading is saying. New adventures, directions, new beginnings. Await for those ready to let go of the past. The past is the past. There's nothing you can do to change it. You have to accept it, no matter how sad and hard it is, but ultimately there's nothing you can do to change the past. So you're gonna have to keep moving forward. You know, look forward to the new opportunities that are gonna come your way. Possibly, if it's it's even new people that you may be meeting. You know. But there's good coming towards you, but you have to allow it to come in. You have to put down your guard. And the guard, that wand, is you holding on to the past. If you think about it, it's like holding on to the past. You have to release it, detach, move away, turn your back on it. It served its purpose. It's going to help you grow. And it's just going to prepare you for something bigger and better for the future, for your new beginning. You know, it's just a matter of you changing the direction, turning your back on the sadness and regrets, and looking forward to what good still lies ahead for you. Okay, I hope that message helps you, Cancerians. All right, I'm a fellow Cancerian, well, rising, I'm a Cancer rising. So I hope that message resonates with you in the best way. Okay, so now we're gonna go into Leo. What message does Leo need to know at this time? Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay. Okay, what fortune message does Leo need to know at this time? What fortune message does Leo need to know at this time? What fortune message does Leo need to know at this time? What fortune message does Leo need to know at this time? What fortune message Leo needs to know at this time? The Moon and the Fool. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. So there's something that your intuition is guiding you towards, but you may not be confident about it. You may have a bit of fear. It could be subconscious fears that may be keeping you stuck and stagnant, but this is about you moving into something new, something unfamiliar, closing out some sort of cycle with the Fool card coming out. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, be adventurous. So there may be something that you know you need to change, but you're not willing or wanting to change. You know, look at that, the Phoenix. Be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. You know, so if you're experiencing some sort of challenge or personal crisis in your life, or any crisis in your, it doesn't have to be personal. It could be something that may be going on around you that affects you. This is a time for you to allow yourself to move forward, be confident, be willing to take a risk, and make any changes you need to. There's some sort of transformation that you need to undergo and not resist. Okay, what is this message for Leo? What is this fortune message for May 2026 for Leos? Tell us about this message for Leo for May 2026. For May 2026. Okay, I got one card, Two of Swords. Yeah, some of you may be blocking something out, blocking someone out, or maybe some of you are blocking out your intuition. Some of you may be going within to listen to your intuition. You could be blocking out interference, influence, noise, so you could touch base with yourself in order to make some sort of decision or to consider your options. Nine of Wands, the King of Swords, and then Six of Wands. Six of Wands is about success, victory, recognition, which is Leo. Essentially, it is Leo's card, actually. And then you have the King of Swords. This is about detaching from something, maybe detaching from influence, detaching from fear, detaching from any conflict that you may have experienced that's kind of keeping you stuck, even detaching from insecurities. You know, pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, be adventurous. There may be something that you know you need to change. You know what it is, but you're stopping yourself, you're stalling yourself. And I'm getting the idea that this has to be, are you afraid of being seen? Are you afraid of being recognized? Are you afraid of success, Leo? That can't be right. That doesn't sound like Leo. That doesn't sound like Leo. See, Nine of Pentacles. This is about financial stability, security, being independent, being confident in your own skin. What are you, think about it. What is your deepest fear? What is your deepest fear? Right? What is that? Do you think you're not good enough? Or do you have imposter syndrome? Do you think you're not able to make changes? Are you not ready to make a change? Huh? Are you not wanting to change anything? Hmm? Are you not willing to take a risk? Start something new? Something happened. Did something happen to really bring you down? Did something, I don't want to say destroy, that's like a strong word to use, but something that you needed to overcome. Like maybe it's something that like a crisis. This is a crisis. Something that maybe it was like a personal tower moment, but now you're gonna have to, like, it's something that ended. I think it has to do with ended. Oh my God, for real? Oh my God, thank you, Carolyn. I don't know, like it could be like some of you may be single with this. Maybe they're heading into uncharted territory. Maybe you're used to being in relationships and you may be at this point where you're like, I don't want to be in relationships anymore, right? Or it could be, there's something that you're wanting to do, something that is like, and it's funny, the Eagle card came out. Eagle and the Phoenix, they're like synonymous. Just think about the Phoenix is usually like the freaking eagle that's on fire, but it's also Scorpio energy. There's something that you need to change, something that needs to be transformed in your life. It could be something internally, personally, or it could just be environmentally, making some sort of change that may be scary. But the Eagle card, you will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. Clarity with the King of Swords. He sees the truth. The King of Swords experienced this, of course, but he's able to cut through the bullshit and see things clearly. He could tell the lies from the truths, the fact from the fiction. But the thing is, it's like, what are you telling yourself? Are you lying to yourself about something? Do you think you're not good enough? I keep like this imposter syndrome. Is there something that are you afraid of being seen, recognized? Are you afraid of success? Or do you think something's too good to be true because of everything you've experienced in the past? So that could be where you're not willing to take a risk with the Fool card. The Moon card keeps coming out because I see the Four Swords. This is a very important decision. It's one that you're going to have to make on your own. This is your decision. This is your choice. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting it. Just move towards it. If this is something that you want, so this is secret fears. And the Moon card came out twice. Look at that. This is insecurities. This is your deep-seated fears, your subconscious fears. But you may have been praying, meditating. You may have been praying, meditating, taking time to yourself. That's the best thing to do because when you're experiencing this stuff, you have to make, this is a solo decision. This is your decision. This is only your decision to make. Nobody can make it for you. So it's like, I see a lot of solitary cards. The Hermit. I don't know, September, maybe, no. So Hermit is Virgo. That's August to September, right? 9 of Pentacles, September. I don't know. Are you, but this is something that you need to like, there's something that you've been fighting off. You've been like maybe delaying it. Something you're delaying, a decision you have to make that you've been delaying for some time. Maybe you're like over analyzing it, analysis paralysis. It could be that. But the thing is, it's like there's success lying ahead for you. Oh, wow, Carolyn, I didn't know. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And for some of you, this could be a wish fulfillment. This is something that you've been wanting for a long time. Something that you may want, and it could be something you've been wanting for a long time, So when I say wish fulfillment, I'm thinking I think of children, how they wish for things. And, if we're older, it's a long time ago, right? It could be that. It may not be. But just like success. This is about moving forward, moving forward, moving forward confidently. Move ahead confidently. Pay attention to your intuition. You have to trust yourself. Trust your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, then you know what to do. If it feels right, you know what to do. But ultimately, it's your decision to make. Leo. Oh my gosh. I hope that message is helpful to you, Leos. I hope that message is helpful to you. Wow. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, Carolyn. It's ultimately your decision. You have to trust your intuition. You have to trust yourself. Like somebody else had. You have to trust that you'll make the right decision for yourself. Be true to yourself. Follow your true path. Follow what your heart calls for. You're welcome, Carolyn. Now people are going to be thinking I read for you, and they're going to start asking questions. Okay, so now we're going to go into Virgo. Let me lock these cards. That's the message for May 2026 for Leos. So let's see what comes out for May 2026, the fortune message for Virgos. Virgos. Hi, Marcia, how are you? For Virgos, 52. What's the fortune message for Virgo? What is the fortune message for Virgo? What is the fortune message for Virgo? What is the fortune message for Virgo? Ow. Okay. Some of you can be getting two cards. Oh, patience. Virgo, patience. Oh. Virgo, hermit, patience, right? There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. And then patience. Slow down, change your attitude, and clear your mind. So there's something that you're going to be transitioning into in May. We have 23rd and 24th. So May 23rd, May 24th, maybe significant dates in May for you. It's about progress. There may be some sort of progress happening, and it has to do with some transition. You may be seeing signs, synchronicities that are letting you know you're going in the right path. But it's important for you not to rush something in May. Let things, take time. There may be things that may be speeding up. The Chariot card keeps coming out. For some reason, it keeps coming out. And, May flowers. So May is definitely, there's something happening in May. Flowers are blooming. You're going to be blooming. You may be seeing success in your career, and maybe success in personal development, even healing. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. It says for flowers. So we got May 11th, and then we have the 6th. So maybe significant too. Charge ahead with confidence. Stay strong and focused. But the Chariot is a very fast-moving vehicle. But here it's telling you to remain patient. So there's certain things that you cannot rush. You're going to have to trust the process with. You're going to know exactly what it is. Because if you face a lot of resistance with something, then you know that's when you need to slow down. If things are going the way they're meant to, then they will flow. They will move, without resistance. But if there's something that you're experiencing resistance with in May, that's when you need to take a step back. Have trust that it's going to work out the way it's meant to without you creating a blockage, without you trying to force something. There may be some information that you're going to be receiving that if you aren't patient, you might be missing. And it may be very important information, important details that is involved with something in May that you need to really pay attention to. Owls have amazing eyesight. They can see from afar. They could, they hunt for their predators, right? They're birds of prey. They have really good vision. They usually hunt for the like small rodents, like mice and I think bunnies and stuff like that. But it's about perception. You don't want to be missing out on an important detail in May with something. I don't know what it is, but we're gonna get tarot to find out. So what is this for Virgo? What is Virgo's virtual message about for May 2026? What is Virgo's message for May 2026? Let it be. Oh, look at that! Hermit came out. This is, you're going through some personal transition, transformation, journey. Something that, this is definitely personal because the Hermit is someone who isolates. They isolate themselves from other people, other influence, because they're trying to gain knowledge, insight internally, not from external environment, but from internally, even spiritually, spiritual message. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. He's going through a journey. This is your journey. This is your personal journey. And it may have to do with your emotions. This may have to do with emotional healing, how you emote to other people, how you relate to other people, how you care for other people. There's some sort of resistance or something that you feel like you have to block out, protect yourself up from, keep up your guard. Yeah, you definitely, I feel like this is something that you really, this is what is, I feel like you have to protect yourself. There's something important going on in May. I'm not sure what it is. I keep seeing the damn Chariot card. This is something personal, Virgo. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know. This is something that you cannot rush. This could be some sort of healing that you need to do. Some personal healing, emotional healing, ancestral, generational healing, possibly. If this, your spiritual messages. You may be closing out a cycle, but you may be, in May, I feel like it's going to be a very sensitive time for you. And that's why you're going to need to be on your own. This is about you nurturing yourself, nurturing your healing. It's a very, like I keep saying, I feel like it's a very sensitive time that you're going to have to protect yourself, protect your energy. This is why you have to be on your own. You have to be your own island. You see how the Queen of Cups is sitting on that island, on her own? This is you. Don't feel like you have to rush whatever process you're going through in May. Be patient with yourself. And there may be people that may be trying to rush you. I don't know if this is like, I don't know if some of you are going to have surgery in May, something that's going to keep you isolated away from other people. It could be that. I'm not sure. But don't feel the need to rush something, you know? The time will come for you to start moving forward. But at this time, you're being asked to be patient. May is the time for you to be patient with yourself, not to rush anything. Don't feel like you have to feel rushed. There may be something too that you have to take time to reflect on, to think about. And you need to do this on your own. You cannot allow anything, any external, influential, or external factors or influencing factors affect this, whatever decision you have to make. You have to, this is a, I don't know, I keep wanting to say experience. You're going to be experiencing the very, I think that once you reach the other side of this journey, that's when things start to move quickly for you. But right now, May is going to be the month where you're going to be asked to slow down. I feel like that's the message for you, Virgo, that you need to slow down. Don't feel rushed. You know how plants, they take time to grow, to bloom. The flowers take time to bloom. There's something going on here that you're going to be blooming. You're going to be seeing growth, expansion within yourself, but you have to allow yourself the room and the space. You have to make space for yourself. And that might mean keeping people out of it, out of the mix. This is totally personal. So this is why you're slowing down. Underneath is abundance too. If you're working on something too, don't feel rushed. Don't feel like it's not happening fast enough either. Let it grow. Let it have time to grow, to gestate. The fact that's adjusting, I don't know if some of you are pregnant. If some of you are pregnant, some of you may be told to go on bed rest. That just popped up. Okay, that might not be your message, but if you're pregnant, you may need to be on bed rest. You need to take care of yourself because you're in a very delicate time. You may be in a delicate time. That may not resonate with everybody, but that I feel like that popped up because I suggested that this is a very delicate time for someone. So that's your message, Virgo. I hope that's helpful in some way, but it's looking like after this period of rest, of isolation, you're going to be seeing success. But May is all about you being on your own, going hermit, nurturing and caring for yourself, protecting your energy, even protecting something that you're working on, you're creating. Okay? I hope that message helps you, Virgo. Okay, I don't know why I'm shuffling the cards. I have to shuffle the fortune cards for Libra. Okay, put those cards there for Libra. Okay, Libra, 102, 20. Okay, what's Libra's fortune message? What is Libra's fortune message for May 2026? What is Libra's fortune message for May 2026? What is Libra's fortune message for May 2026? Ooh, Libra. Wow. Ooh. Okay, you have love, Libra. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. So this is about you maintaining a positive outlook and disposition during the month of May. Yeah. Being in your loving energy. Remember, you can still be loving and protective, okay? But celebration too, Libra. Celebrations. You are ready to bring new life and exciting things into your life. So things that you love, things that you care about, that are going to be new to you. You may be meeting somebody new in May, Libra. You may be meeting somebody new. I wouldn't say that you're going to be magnetic, attractive in May, but I feel like it's as long as you remain in this positive, high vibrational energy. Love is the highest vibration, they say. So be in that. And there's going to be something good that's going to be coming towards you that you're going to be successful in. And what came on my mind is some of you may be getting engaged next month if you're already in a relationship. Love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. I feel like as long as you're in this loving vibration, that's where the connections are going to be. Where you're going to feel like love surrounds you. But love is going to be surrounding you because if you're an embodiment of love, love will definitely be surrounding you because that's all you will be attracting. You are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. So there may be something new coming in, new relationship, possibly getting engaged, just one of them. Maybe a gift, opportunity that may be coming in that's new to you. And it's going to be near and dear to your heart. That came to my mind. Okay, let's see. Libra's message. What is Libra's fortune message about for May 2026? What is Libra's message about? Okay. Yeah. More. One more for Libra. Libra's May 2026 fortune message. What is it about? Tell us more, Spirit. Tell us more, Spirit. Tell us more, Spirit. About love and Libra. Libra, you're the sign. You're ruled by Venus, the planet of love. As I'm saying that, a planet of love. Yeah. I don't know if some of you closed out some cycle, you walked away from a relationship, you're thinking about what makes you happy because you got the Ten of Cups here. You're focusing on your happiness. You're moving away from anything that has been emotionally draining, has been dissatisfying, has been lacking, has been dry, and you're moving towards happiness, right? Because on the other side of the Eight of Cups is the Two of Cups, which leads to the Ten of Cups. You have the 8-2 right here. This is the Ten of Cups. When you add them all up, 8 plus 2 is 10. Yeah, some of you are going to be meeting somebody new. Some of you may be meeting this person because you're attending celebrations. May 5th. Some of you may be meeting somebody on May 5th. Cinco de Mayo. Maybe going to some sort of event on May 5th. We got May 5th, May 17th, May 8th, May 2nd, and May 10th. I'm looking at the numbers here. So that could be a significant day for you. That could be somebody's birthday too. It could be somebody's birthday celebration. You may be meeting them. It could be some sort of celebration where you may be encountering this person. But it's like you're very much focused on what is going to bring you emotional fulfillment. And this is new love. Two of Cups. This is new love. Because you're bringing your cup and someone's going to bring theirs, and then you're going to come together. It's going to be someone. Let me see what's at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, there's going to, like, whatever you walked away from, it was something that you needed to. It was something that you needed to change. It was a much needed change, a much needed shift in energy. Maybe in the past you were not feeling so loving. Maybe you felt emotionally exhausted and drained and maybe even hopeless. But there's something that you need to do in May where you just have to remember to stay in your loving energy, self-love. Because when you come in with your Ace of Cups and their Ace of Cups creates the Two of Cups. You want to make sure that your Ace of Cups is overflowing, because the overflow is what's going to pour into their cup, and their overflow is going to go into yours. This is how reciprocal relationships are. Reciprocal loving relationships are. So yeah, love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively. Remain positive. Remain optimistic of what lies ahead, because there may be a cause for celebration. You may be meeting somebody new. You may be meeting someone new in a celebration. This could possibly be the person that you may get married to. You may have a future with, you know. So there was something that was going on in the past where you felt like you needed to make a change. I don't know if you were experiencing relationships or there was some sort of internal battle with a past where you finally moved away from the situation because it wasn't what you wanted. You know, it probably put you in a place where you were not balanced, where you were not happy, you weren't satisfied. You probably were definitely lacking in some way. Maybe there was some sort of, maybe too, if it's personal, there could have been some personal imbalance in your life. Maybe you were focusing more so on money or focusing on other things other than yourself, you know. But I feel like you're getting the message, you know, that it's time for you to be focused. It's change your mindset. Maybe you're understanding that it's time for you to change your mindset. And the shift in mindset is what's going to bring about the shift in your energy. Be optimistic, be hopeful. Even if you had to leave something behind. Endings bring in new beginnings. And some of you may be experiencing a new beginning in love in May. Okay, I hope that message helps you or resonates with you in the best way possible, Libra. Okay, so I'm going to go into Scorpio right now. I'm going to do Scorpio's fortune message. What is Scorpio's fortune message? Hi, Ethel. How are you? I hope all of you are all doing well. Okay, what is Scorpio's message? What is Scorpio? Oh, hi, Monette. Remain positive and optimistic. All the signs, all of us, regardless of we're Libra or not. I'm good, thank you. I hope you're doing well too, Monette. We all have to be optimistic, you know. A new month, new beginnings for all of us, you know. But remember, if your energy, your vibration is what determines what May is going to be like for you. You know, even when we go through challenges, we can still be optimistic that things will get better. And gratitude is the most important thing to have, regardless of what you may be going through, even when it seems hard or difficult to find something to be grateful for. Okay, so Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Lion. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. Yeah, this is about being confident. Scorpio, be confident. I have to change the timestamp. Be confident in yourself. Remain in a positive energy. Definitely need to release fears, negativity, toxicity. I'm a Scorpio, so I know this, you know. So, wow. I just saw under the deck. Under the deck. Marriage, you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. You know, as a Scorpio, I understand how loyal we can be. Sometimes we could be loyal to a fault. Sometimes we may be loyal to the wrong things too. But I feel like the most important thing for Scorpio, and I think I'm trying not to make this about me because it's not, but I do understand what it's like to be a Scorpio. And I feel like it's important for us Scorpios to protect our energy, continue to be loyal, but I think the loyalty needs to be to yourself, Scorpio. You have to be loyal to yourself, fiercely protective of yourself, but also fiercely protective of what you love and care about. You know, sometimes you have to pull out the stinger. So in May, I think this is a matter of you remembering your power, Scorpio, remembering how powerful you are, how magnetic you can be too, magnetic and attractive. This is a time to definitely be in a positive space, especially if you're wanting to be in a relationship, if you're wanting marriage, if that's something that you're wanting in the future because of the marriage card being at the bottom. It could be a contract. It could be some sort of opportunity that's tied to a contract, because marriage isn't only about a romantic relationship. It's about commitment to other things, but also it's about being committed to yourself. Celebrations. Yeah. And then the love card was underneath too. Yeah. Look at that. So there may be something coming up right now that you may be meeting somebody new. Like just like Libra, you may be meeting somebody that may be marriage potential, somebody that you can be in a committed relationship with if your marriage isn't something that you want. I know some people, I know for me as a Scorpio, I was married before. I don't know if I want to get married again, but I can understand if you were in a marriage can be a scary thing, but some of us, we want to be married. We want a commitment. We want that we want that forever person. But the thing is, like, depending on what was going on before, May is going to be a time for you to really harness your power. Remember to be honest and integrity. Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't let your pride get in the way too. So I'm thinking about the Leo card, someone who holds back. Also, if there's something that you want, go after it too, Scorpio. Because I know in the Leo card, I'm thinking about the Strength card, and someone's holding the Lion. But sometimes you gotta let that part of yourself go. You know, that passionate side of yourself, but not this part that likes to sting, you know, not that part. But let's see what Scorpio. What is Scorpio's fortune message? What is Scorpio's fortune message? Okay, the sun, and I was mentioning Leo, the sun card. This is about remaining optimistic, open, staying in your childlike energy, because Leo rules the 5th house, and that's about children, that's about creative expression. It could be being committed to your passions, your craft. Remember to have fun too, Scorpio, in May. Remember to have fun. Don't lash out. I'm getting that. Don't lash out in May. I think you need to, that may be something that you need to control in May too. Don't lash out, because there may be something good coming towards you. Very good, because you have the sun, then you have the Page of Pentacles. That's Earth Sun energy. That's a messenger that's bringing a message that may be tied to finances. It may be a gift, something of value, a token of appreciation, something. But then it could be also a love offer, and it could be coming from an Earth or Water sign energy. It could be somebody that has fire in the chart. But it could also be just a financial opportunity that allows you to be creative and expressive, and even it brings you emotional fulfillment. It makes you happy. It makes you feel like a child. And we have 2 children cards here, child cards here, because the pages are children. They're young, immature. So I feel like this is about you remaining in your childlike energy too. You remembering to have fun despite some challenges you may be experiencing in May. If that's the case, let me see. Yeah, you're going to have to learn how to juggle. There may be things going on that may pull at you and may cause you to have some sort of imbalance, but this is about you finding that happy medium for yourself, doing everything you need to do in May to make sure that you don't lash out in May. Harness your power, be loyal, do what you have to do, remain loyal to yourself, be protective of yourself, be protective of your energy, and if you have to show that powerful side of yourself, then do so, but do so where necessary. But with the marriage and celebrations, like, it could be somebody coming in, someone that you may be meeting new. It could be a new love opportunity. It could be a new love offer coming to you. And it could be one that has the possibility of growth, that you can build a solid foundation where there will be a lot of love, but there also is a lot of stability, a lot of grounded energy, where you may feel secure in this. But it could also be something that may be coming to you that, like I said, it allows you to build a solid foundation, but it's also emotionally fulfilling. It may have to do with something you love, something that you care about, and it could be a work contract, or it could be a love offer that may lead to marriage, lead to celebrations, lead you to something in May that you're going to be feeling happy about. Okay, Scorpio, let me see. So that's the message I have for Scorpio for May 2026. That's the fortune message for Scorpio for May 2026. So now we're going to go into Sagittarius. Sagittarius. I saw the angel card. Sagittarius is the temperance card, which shows the angel that's pouring water, alchemy, transformation, transmutation. Look at the angel card right there for Sagittarius. What is the fortune message for Sagittarius for May 2026? What is the fortune message for Sagittarius for May 2026? What is the fortune message for Sagittarius for May 2026? May 2026 for Sagittarius. Let me fix this timestamp. Okay. For Sagittarius, what's the message for Sagittarius? What is the fortune message for May 2026 for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Cracker, positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune awaits. Okay, at the bottom we have unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, hope. You radiate and attract great love. Right, this is about May for Sagittarius. You have to be, well, you're the sign of luck. Jupiter. You're ruled by Jupiter. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and that's this planet of luck and good fortune, expansion, growth. So this is a time to really focus on the positive. Focus on the positive so that you can attract the positive. You have the Judgment card. There may be something that may be wanting to come back to life, something that you may need to release, or something that may be renewed. A time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. Some of you may be getting some sort of decision that's going to bring you a sense of relief. Possibly lift the weight off your shoulders in May. Okay. It's funny, we have the cracker, that's number 7, right? And the unity card. Oh my God, unity and love. Look at that. This is, look, unity, number 34. 34, 3 plus 4 is 7. And then we have 17 with love. Okay, so the number 7, 17, or 34 may be significant to you in some way. So Judgment for Sagittarius. What else does Sagittarius need to know about their fortune message for May 2026? What else does Sagittarius need to know for May 2026? That card want to come out. One more for Sagittarius, May 2026. May 2026 for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Positive energy surrounds you. Love, joy, and good fortune await. A time of renewal, understanding, peace, hope. You radiate and attract great love. And love surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of your life. It's important to remain positive. Have a positive outlook. Any fears, any limitations, they have to be released. You have to release them, you know, so that you could close out a cycle and allow something new to begin, something new to start. Something like a renewal with the Star card is about healing, you know, tapping into your emotions, but knowing when to remain grounded. Because the Temperance card, it shows the angel that has 1 foot on water and 1 foot on land. You know, it's about being in touch with your emotions, remaining grounded, remaining balanced, alchemizing the energy that you have, you're maybe experiencing, transmuting it. And then you have the Hangman, looking at things from a different perspective. That's like something big going to happen for you, Sagittarius, because you got a bunch of major arcana. Number 20, I said the numbers 17, 7, 34. We have 17 with the Star card. Some of you, 17, 17 right here. 17, 17, some of you may be seeing the number 17, 17. This is about, maybe some of you are going to be the person. That's, a star is Aquarius energy. Judgment is Scorpio energy. And Pisces is Hangman. Something that you need to surrender. Something you may need to be looking at from a different perspective. Something that you need to take time so that you can allow yourself to become enlightened, looking at new information, allowing yourself to see things from a different perspective, your experience, your life, even a new way of healing. But something's blocked. I don't know what's being blocked. Yeah, you're trapped in your mind. You're trapped in your mind. I'm thinking this is because we see the unity and we see love, right? Some of you may be born the year of the snake, because I see the snake card, and then the key card. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. Yeah, I don't know if some of you, have experience dealing with someone who may have been deceptive, may have been cold, cruel, possibly, because we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So someone who is very icy towards you. With the key card underneath, and then the snake. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. So that may be something that you need to look out for, you know, and it could have to do with past relationships, but it could be there was something you experienced in the past, and it could be with the Queen of Swords in reverse coming out, you know. Don't let your, like the Eight of Swords, you're overthinking, making a decision, choosing I don't want to say choosing a path, but you're in two minds about something. And it's something that you keep going back and forth with, Sagittarius. Yeah, like I said, you have to look at the facts. Don't look at the lies, look at the truths. Look at what is showing up to you. But it's also looking at the good. Maybe some of you are focused on the bad, the negative, and this is why you have to remain in your positive energy, because that's what you're going to attract. If you're constantly thinking about what could go wrong, then that's all you're going to attract. What could go wrong, you know? This is about, maybe some of you are not seeing things clearly, you know? There could be some level of self-deception or deception that you may have experienced from another person. Now, if you're meeting somebody new, this person could be very grounded, nurturing, you know, maybe even stable, secure, even abundant. I don't know if some of you are comparing one person to another, Sagittarius. And I know this is Queens, but it's just the energy, right? You could be having, you may be blocked and maybe even comparing two energies to see the similarities. And that could be where you're keeping yourself stuck. But you need to look at things from a different perspective, you know, with the Hangman being here. And is this a wish come true? Are you seeing things clearly? Are you allowing your emotions to guide you? Are you trusting your intuition? Or you're basing it off 3D experiences, what you've experienced in the 3D, and not trusting that something good is coming from this. If it's a love situation, right? But I feel like it is love, because you got the love and unity. It shows two hands holding. So there may be something that you need to release from the past so that you can move forward and have good times, experience joy, allow yourself to experience good fortune instead of blocking it out because of negative thinking, you know, because you're blocking yourself. It could be the past that's holding you back, or it could be the fact that, you know, you don't have enough information, or maybe you're being dishonest to yourself. But it's time for you to look at things differently, see the truth of the matter. Leave the past in the past and go towards healing. You know, purge out any emotions that you may be experiencing too, because she's pouring out water into the water. It says the pool of consciousness. It's definitely about reflection. Take time to reflect on something that you may need to close out, something that may need to be relieved from you, released from you. You know, something that needs to end. Sagittarius, you could be dealing with Scorpio, Aquarius, Pisces, a Queen of Pentacles energy, or a Pentacles energy, Earth energy, or it could be an air sign energy, or those could be past energies. But I would say there's something that you need to be aware of, but it could be like just beware of any traps that you may encounter, but also the traps that you may be placing on yourself, any limitations. You could be trapping yourself just by overthinking and with the analysis paralysis, if that's something that you resonate with. So that's your message, Sagittarius, for May. So it looks like you could be meeting somebody new, but there may be something that's kind of blocking you, and you need to be honest with yourself, and you may need to release something so that you can experience good fortune, you can experience love and joy. That's if you want love and joy and good fortune, you know. I don't know who wouldn't want love, joy, or good fortune. I know I do. And I'm not a Sagittarius. Okay, so Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? I had to knock the energy out. What does Capricorn need to know, Spirit? What's the fortune message for Capricorn? What is the fortune message for Capricorn? What is the fortune message for Capricorn? Okay. So you got two cards, Capricorn, Plane and Angel. The bottom you have World. So some of you may be traveling next month. You may be getting an opportunity to travel, but it's saying be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. So there may be an opportunity to travel. There may be an opportunity when it comes to finances, which I'm pretty sure you're going to be very happy about, Capricorn. Because Capricorns are known for being very hardworking, dedicated, goal-oriented people. But a journey is indicated, either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. So this is something you're going to be looking forward to. This is something to look forward to in May. But if there's something that you may be a little bit concerned with, and it's saying that trust that you're being protected in whatever journey. I don't know if some of you are afraid to. Some people can be afraid to travel. I mean, yeah, I can understand that. Afraid to travel. But I'm like Capricorn, but I don't want to be creating like these stereotypes about signs because. But yeah, it's some sort of new beginning with the full card coming out. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, be adventurous. So if there's a risk that you're wanting to take that you may be a bit hesitant about, just trust that if you decide to take some sort of risk, you're going to be guided. You're going to be protected by the angels. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. And it does say it could be a metaphorical journey or a physical one. So it could be either or, but there's some opportunity that's going to be coming in that you need to open yourself up to. And it may be a new opportunity that is going to be different than what you've experienced in the past. And it's going to require you to have a beginner's mindset, and maybe something that is completely new to you, where you're going to be learning, you're going to be growing. It may be a bit of an adventure for you. Some of you may be getting an opportunity to go hiking or do some extreme, it doesn't have to be extreme, but it could be some outdoor activity too, because I'm seeing this guy, he looks like he's going on a hike. Some of you may be getting an opportunity to do something like that. Maybe go mountain climbing, rock climbing. It could be a hike. It could be like, I'm thinking about like South America. I don't know if some of you are considering going to South America, like to do some kind of climb. It's some sort of adventure that's coming towards you. Some of you may be considering taking some sort of spiritual trip. Peru, Colombia is coming to mind. Peru, Colombia. Hi, Suvra. How are you? Hi, Vicky Jana. But no, like this opportunity that's coming towards you, you're going to be protected. You're going to be protected. It's coming at the right time. And if there's something that you're not really sure about, just do your research. Take the necessary precautions that you need to take on your end. If something doesn't seem right, then don't follow through with it. But if everything seems like it's copacetic, then it's for you. Okay. Yes, I don't know. Some of you, Capricorn, you may be overthinking this decision. You may be having sleepless nights. You may be agonizing or stressing out about this opportunity, because that happens sometimes. Even when something good happens, it could keep you up at night, especially if you have to make some sort of decision. It could be something that's scary, but it's like, is this something that you really want? Is this something that's going to give you a different outlook? Is this going to be something that's going to change your life? It could be something where you're going to be taking a break, maybe moving away from a situation, moving away from a different environment. It could be some sort of, like, definitely a trip, but it's going to be one that is going to have a profound impact on you. It's going to change your viewpoint. It's going to change how you see the world. It's going to change how you can see yourself. Even it's going to make you reevaluate. I don't know, this is what I'm getting. In May, it's going to make you or have you reevaluating your goals. Okay, what else does Capricorn need to know? And that's with the Nine of Swords and the Hangman. This card is looking at me. Temperance energy. Yeah, so this is about you. It could definitely be like a spiritual journey, a spiritual trip that you may be going through or maybe going to. It's going to require you to remain balanced, secure, grounded, transmute that stress and energy into something productive, something that's good for you. Something that it may be, this trip may also help relieve you of any anxieties that you may be experiencing, because maybe you're experiencing a lot of stress in your life. And you need to take some sort of break. You need to take time away or time to yourself just so that you can rebalance and recenter yourself. Give yourself time to breathe, time to heal if healing is necessary. But it's going to be something that's totally new to you, but it's definitely going to change your perspective about your life, your goals, possibly your purpose, how you move forward. So that's what I'm getting for you, Capricorn. Yeah, because you've been putting in a lot of work and time and focus on something. But if you haven't seen any progress, it's because it's time for you to take a break. It's time for you to take a step back. So I hope that message resonates with you, Capricorn. Okay, hold on a moment. I gotta check something. Okay, I'm back. All right, so now we're going to go into Aquarius. I hope that message resonates with the Capricorns. Kind of short, though. Okay, what message does the Aquarians need to know at this time? Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Oh, these cards are so slippery. Aquarius. I saw the King of Swords. Did I see the King of Swords? Oh, it's the High Priestess. All right. Saw Justice too. Okay. What does Aquarians need to know? What message does Aquarians need to know at this time? What messages does Aquarius need to know at this time? My hair looks crazy. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. What is a fortune message for Aquarius for May 2026? What message does Aquarius need to know for May 2026? Aquarius. Hi, Abinea. How are you? Okay, Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. What message does Aquarius need to know at this time? What message does Aquarius need to... Oh my God, Aquarius, the star came out for you. Number 29, hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. At the bottom, marriage. Look at that. Some of you, maybe you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Okay, so maybe some of you have undergone some, like a healing, a personal healing journey, an emotional healing journey, and you've reached the other side of it. Maybe some of you have left behind a relationship that was no longer fulfilling. It has been difficult, or there just could be a difficult time that you are moving away from, and good things are coming to you for May 2026. So what does Aquarius need to know for May 2026? What does Aquarius need to know for May 2026? Makes sense, because if you're healing and you're healed, you're going to be in a more attractive vibration. You're going to be attracting good things to you. But you can only do that if you're healed and you're having an optimistic mind frame, your vibration's good, and it's at the level of high vibrational. Like high vibration attracts high vibration. You know, low vibration can meet high vibration because they're not on the same road. They're on different roads. They're on different paths. The only time they converge is when something rises up to the high vibration or something lowers into the lower vibration. When something descends into the lower vibration. Okay, so what does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know at this time? What is Aquarius's message for May 2026? I saw the Three of Swords flip. Yeah, some of you are just like, you left something behind that was just emotionally disappointing, sad, and no longer fulfilling. No longer fulfilling. But you're moving forward and you're moving fast. Something may be coming fast too. Something may be coming to you quickly. We have the Cancer card here. So some of you could be meeting a Cancer. So tell me more about this for Aquarius. Tell me more about this for Aquarius. Oh my God. I'll take this because that's just too many cards. And then Knight of Cups came out. Yeah, I don't know if some of you left a marriage. It could be you left a marriage that has been very disappointing, draining, left you feeling anxious, stressed, worried, or this could be your past energy. That could be where you were before, that you've healed from, that you're moving away from. Yeah, because you have the Eight of Cups showing up, and then with the Chariot, that's you moving forward, moving towards happiness, moving towards peace, moving towards victory, moving towards success. But it could be you moving towards balancing yourself, giving where you feel like giving, and being generous, being loving, being nurturing, being supportive, but supportive to those who may be supportive to you. Some of you may be doing, I want to say this. Some of you may be volunteering, and then you may be encountering somebody. You know, sometimes you need to heal. Sometimes you do things to help other people, and that helps you heal. You know, when you do something good for other people. So I don't know if some of you may be volunteering, part of charity organizations, giving your time and energy, but in a more constructive and helpful way, because Aquarians are the humanitarians. So I don't know if some of you are involved with community organizations, something like that. But if that's the case, which I know some Aquarians that are like that. I know one for sure who's like that. You know, she's very inspirational. So for some of you, that's where you may be meeting somebody new. Somebody that may be a water sign energy, or just be someone who is very passionate, caring, cares about the same causes that you care about. They may be a Cancer energy, a Cancerian, water sign, or they could just embody that energy. This could be somebody that you're meeting. They may be a Cancer, like I said. A Cancerian, you know, like their birthday may be in the end of June to early July, July, their birthday may be. But Knight of Cups, someone romantic, idealistic, caring, compassionate, who serves, someone who serves. Yeah, I feel like in the past you were just like, you were feeling stuck. You were probably feeling stuck. You felt like you were never going to leave this cycle, that you were never going to heal, that whatever difficulties, struggles that you experienced wasn't going to end. At May, you're going to see things improve. You're going to be seeing changes. You're going to see that that tough cycle is going to be over in May, you know? And you have something to look forward to. But this, you know, this is a matter of you releasing and moving away from the sadness, the grief, the stress, the worry, the sleepless nights, the insomnia that you may have experienced. You know, that could be what's going on here. And that could be you moving towards, you doing this is what's going to open up an opportunity for you to meet someone new who is going to be as generous and loving as you are, who's going to care about things the way you care about things, and may even have the shared vision of a future, of a marriage, you know, if that's something that you want. And it's funny, the Leo card, I call this the Leo card because it's the Lion card, and lions are Leo. So Aquarians, the opposite side of you is Leo, you know? So it says, harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and charge ahead magnificently. So this is about you being confident in yourself, despite whatever struggles you've experienced. Continue to move forward confidently. Charge ahead confidently. right? Be in your power. Understand and know that you are magnificent, that you are attractive, you are amazing, you are loving, and you are deserving, you know? So it's important for you to remember that as you move forward into this new path, this new journey where happiness, there's something to be happy about in May. There's something that you can even feel excited about. But just remember to remain in that positive mind frame. Keep your eyes on the prize, you know, release this low vibrational energy, you know, and close out that cycle. Don't allow yourself to remain stuck. So that's something that you can look forward to, because it's like once you are able to turn this, you know, end this cycle and allow this cycle to end, and you know, hard times are over, allow the hard times to be over, move past it, you're going to be attracting and anything that you've been wanting and desiring, you know. But it's important for you to be clear, emotionally clear and mentally clear, especially about what you want. Don't allow yourself to be confused by your emotions, or your emotions to keep you stuck, and your thoughts and your fears and limiting beliefs. You know, don't keep yourself trapped. Okay? We got to charge through that in order to reach the other side and close out the difficult cycle that you may have been experiencing. But as long as you do that, there's something good to look forward to. And it could be a marriage. With the Knight of Cups energy. The person could be younger than you, or it could just be someone that, it definitely could be somebody new, but they may be younger than you, or their approach may be a little juvenile in some way. So I hope that's helpful to you, Aquarius. So now we're going to go into Pisces. Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? What is Pisces fortune message for May 2026? We've shuffles. May 2026 for Pisces. What is Pisces May 2026 message? What is Pisces May 2026 fortune message? You're welcome, Avenea. I hope everything works out for you. Pisces, what does Pisces need to know? What is Pisces fortune message for May 2026? What is Pisces message for May 2026? What is Pisces message for May 2026? Angel and Chariot. The Chariot card has been so prevalent. That card has been coming out a lot in this reading. And it's about moving forward. Don't allow yourself to remain stuck, Pisces. Don't get stuck in your thoughts. Don't get stuck in hangman. You know, trust that whatever insight you're getting, trust your intuition. Trust that you're being protected by your angels, your guides, spirit. Your journey is protected. You just have to have faith in that. Okay, so what do the Pisceans need to know about May 2026? What is Pisces fortune message for May 2026? What is Pisces message for May 2026? Okay, I got a card that flipped. Knight of Cups came out. 6 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Okay. I feel like some... I don't want to... Okay, collaboration. Okay, this is what I got for you. There was a past situation that you had to move away from. It could be something that happened during your childhood. Something that, it could be someone who you may have felt like it was a soulmate to you, that you had to move away from. It could be a water sign energy, Cancer, Pisces, or a fellow water sign energy. The Chariot is Cancer. Yeah, it's something. There may be somebody coming back that wants to revive something. It could have been somebody that walked away from you in May. If this is going to be happening in May, so it could be a Scorpio energy with the Phoenix card. Oh Lord Jesus. I don't know if you were engaged to this person or if marriage was a topic of discussion that you could not agree upon, and that could be why somebody left. But I feel like somebody's coming back. They're wanting to work together. They want to build a solid foundation with you, with the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups coming out. Somebody may be wanting to apologize, extend apology, extend an emotional offer to you, but it could be somebody from the past. It could be an earth sign energy. It could be a water sign energy, Pisces. It could be Taurus specifically because the King of Pentacles is Taurus. It's a fixed sign. So there could be somebody returning, wanting to come in with an offer, somebody that you have memories with, and it was somebody that may have walked away from you, or you may have walked away from. But now they wanted to come back, wanting to work together, come to some sort of resolution or compromise when it comes to a relationship. And this person comes in with a lot of love too. Now, if it isn't that, it could be, now it's this proposal, right? A romantic or business opportunity is indicated. For some of you, it could be a job that you moved away from, and they may be coming back trying to offer you a new opportunity, right? And it was something where you're ultimately, or you get to decide if this is something that you're going to allow to rise from the ashes, or you're just going to let it crash and burn. You know what I mean? So it's your decision when it comes to this. You know, you can move forward or move onward. You know what I mean? But it could be somebody from the past, past employer, past boss, past company coming forward, wanting to offer you a new opportunity when it comes to work. It could be an offer that is going to be, you know, it may be something that you've wanted. Maybe it was something that they couldn't offer you in the past, but they're able to now that you walked away, which is kind of a little suspicious, but it could be something from a company that you used to work for a while ago. It could be that. It doesn't have to be one that it could be some of you are considering walking away from a job because they're not giving you what you want. You spent a lot of time there. You grew there professionally. And you're considering walking away from that. But it's looking like they want to work with you. They want to give you what you want. They want to offer you what you want. And it's going to be fulfilling to you, especially if, you know, they know it's not worth losing you. But ultimately, it's your decision. You get to decide if you're going to accept the offer or are you going to reject it, you know? But like I said, it could be something from the past that's going to return, that may be coming back around. If it's not that, some of you may be walking away from somebody that you spent a significant amount of time with. Maybe you didn't have a serious relationship. Maybe proposal was on the table and you're walking away from that, and you're going to go towards, you're just going to leave that situation behind and start over. Some of you may feel like you're being guided in that direction. I know I got cut off. So some of you may feel like you're guided to move away from somebody because maybe they may be, you know, they may be loving, but they may be immature. They may not be ready for a commitment, the type of commitment that you may want. Or it could be you. You're walking away because you're not ready for that type of commitment, right? But if it is you walking away because they don't want the commitment, you walking away is going to lead you towards something where you'll be meeting some new people, making new friends, or, you know, collaborating projects, something where you're working with other people, a team dynamic, whatever. And you may be an earth sign energy who is stable, secure, mature, and who is willing, who wants something commitment related, you know, who wants and sees that in their future, but they just waiting for the right person to come along. And that could be you, Pisces. You know, like I said, you have the power. You get to decide whether you're going to revive something, you're going to bring something back to life, or are you just going to let it crash and burn? You know, are you going to move forward with something, with a reconnection, or are you going to move away and move onward? It's like, this may resonate with different Pisceans. But I hope it resonates with you in the best way. But ultimately, this looks like you have something to look forward to in May. And I hope this message resonates with you in the best way possible. So I'm going to end the reading here. I thank you all so much for liking, possibly sharing, possibly subscribing, and allowing me to read for you and your sign. Feel free to cross-watch or look at the other strongest placements in your chart, your sun, moon, rising, your seventh house, if it's a love relationship type of thing. Just see how the messages resonate with you. Feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section. And I really appreciate you all so much for spending part of your day with me and spending your time with me and allowing me to read for you. I hope you all have a great one, and I'll see you next time. Bye. You're welcome, Abigail. Bye, everyone.